Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of AM and the PM with Amanda and Mark. As you can see, we are actually on a Zoom call today, and it goes pretty well in line with the topic that we want to talk about today. And it's an interesting one. We are about four-ish, like almost four-ish years into our relationship here, and we still live at home. So that's Amanda's parents' house, and this is my parents' house. And it's interesting to go through all that and have these years, and obviously we're getting to be basically real adults now. So at some point we're going to have to make that jump there. But the reason that we're doing this and the reason that we're talking about all this and stuff like that is we don't get to see each other as much as we would like to. We're obviously we're both very busy, and I'm trying to do a bunch of things on my end. Amanda works every day, so there's a lot of time that just gets sucked up in doing all those things. So this week specifically, it's literally Wednesday evening, and these podcasts obviously drop Thursday afternoon. So that is kind of the case that we're in. So we're gonna run through this, and then we're gonna get it up for everybody. But yeah, just that, and then sort of an update briefly, and then I'll throw it over to Amanda here to start our topic discussion. We're trying to continue to get more guests, and we're having some trouble lining all those up. We should have one next time. We should have a guest couple next time.
I feel like you should just stop saying that.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. We'll see though.
We were supposed to have a guest couple this past weekend record with us, but it got canceled. So it's just a rough time. We need to get the guests coming in.
Yeah. So, yeah. But other than that, though, let's dive into it and kind of talk about our experience so far, and maybe some other couples it'll resonate with some other couples as far as what it's like to be adults but not living together yet. So, Amanda, let's hear your thoughts.
So I have a friend who told me her and her significant other hang out literally every single day. Every single day, which it's probably not really every single day. But to me, it's just oh my goodness, and that's when you don't live together. It's I just feel especially with working all day, I feel like that's my whole entire day, and I come home and I only have a couple hours to do anything. Especially with working out, I think it takes up so much time throughout the week. I used to literally say, I've said these words recently, that I won't work out until I can work part-time, and I'll go to the gym on my days off. I used to say that a lot, and I still think that'd be very nice, but it's this is just kind of a side note. Every time someone asks me to hang out with them, and I'm oh my gosh, then that means I can't work out today, and I'll have to skip today, and then I'll do tomorrow. I don't know. It's just this big thing. And I know it doesn't matter if I skip a day or whatever, but I try to keep it consistent. And usually when I plan my week, I think in my head, okay, I'm going to work out these days, and then this day I'm doing something, a big thing, going out with my family or going out with Mark for the day. So then I decide to skip that day, or because it's I don't know. But so I would say that definitely keeps me really busy. I come home from work, I eat, I work out, I take my shower, I go lay in bed. That is what I do every day.
Yeah.
And even before the, I don't remember what I really did before, but I enjoy my time at home, relaxing, sitting on the couch, just hanging out with my family, watching whatever on the TV. I enjoy my time when I come home from work and just chill.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think like last week or the week before or something, we didn't hang out for like 5 days, and like I didn't even realize it was that long, which that doesn't happen too often. It's not always like that long, but
Hmm.
like, yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, obviously Amanda's speaking from basically the same perspective as I am. And, it's tough to, it's tough to, make the time to see each other. I mean, we always do, but at the same time, things like this come up and there's like timing issues and stuff. And, I play a lot of hockey and Amanda's always working out at night. And then, most of the time we'll see each other for a little bit. We'll get some food. But I've been saying it for a long time is that like, I know our lives will get better when we get to the point where we can just come home to one another. Um, I know that that is going to make a world of a difference because it's going to allow us to, kind of just our downtime or our free time will be with each other. And then, I think that's going to ultimately continue to, I think it would continue to strengthen any relationship unless you're like a couple that shouldn't actually be together and you're at each other's throats every time you're with each other. And that's not us. So, um, but yeah, it's interesting. Um, yeah. What do you think? Do you think there's anything? Do you you think there's anything that we could do to improve that, or do you think that, or do you think it just comes with time? You just have to be
Improve
patient.
improve what exactly?
I don't know. I mean, it's just a situation. Like, do you think it's a good thing? You think it's a bad thing?
That we spend time apart?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, this was your topic, so
I think it's good. I think we need our own personal space.
I would agree with that.
Um, I mean, I would like to think when we move in together, I'm probably still going to be doing my workouts like in the living room or whatever, and you're probably still going to be in the office working like while I'm doing the workout. So I feel like we'll still like have our own things that we do. It does really suck though. Like there are like times where like I go stay at Mark's for like the weekend. I come home and I go to lay in bed and I'm just like so annoyed that I'm not with him. Like it just sucks. Like
Yeah.
um and it's just such a hassle, especially with doing the episodes and stuff where you're like, right now we have to figure out where we're gonna do them, his house or my house, and blah blah blah. Um, which like obviously we wouldn't be doing it if we didn't want to make it happen. But stuff like that. And for example, right now I'm doing this in my basement when I could be doing it in my room at my desk, but my parents are upstairs
Yeah. Don't even get me started.
and they barely want to turn the TV down. I'm like, turn the TV down, and they're like, no.
Yeah. I am very ready for that part of my life to be over, to not be here. I've said it multiple times just today. So, it's unfortunate. I actually think that we could do it right now if we wanted to. But I'm not ready to take that type of risk. And we haven't really talked about it. I would say we've talked about it, but we haven't talked about it seriously. So maybe that's something we discuss in the coming months. I mean, it is the goal for 2021, but the sooner the better, as long as it makes sense and is possible, and isn't like super risky. Like I said, I don't think it would be, but something to think about. Um, so yeah, I don't know. The dynamic that you start to have, with your parents and stuff, and I know we're kind of all over the place here, but I think it all relates, is an interesting one. And we probably talked about it before, but it's tough to live like your adult life and the things like, these, like we're just trying to get some quiet time to record something. It's difficult. It's annoying. And I think that when you have your own space, then it'll be easier, at least because you're kind of both on the same page, and most of the stuff that we would do would kind of be together to some degree. But that you make a great point though, is like, I still don't think that we should be together like all the time. and I don't anticipate us like, constantly hanging out per se. We just would be much closer to each other, and have that opportunity to do whatever we want, whenever we have the time to or whatever.
I don't know. I feel like I made it sound like I could not see you for days on end and be fine. Like, not really. I definitely like miss you after like day two. But sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so busy I don't, or like when you leave, sometimes I text you that I miss you right after. Um,
Yeah.
but sometimes I'm just so busy and then I'm like, oh wow, it's been this many days already. Um, I was gonna say something. What were you just saying?
I was talking about parents and going into a different place.
Oh, right before this, I was planning on recording with Mark and then working out. And my mom said she needed me to empty the dishwasher. And I said, I don't have time.
That's funny.
Who's going to empty the dishwasher when I leave?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's literally my only job in my house. This is a different topic, but I like grew up with like, I never had any chores to do like ever, which probably I'm probably gonna have my kids do stuff around the house because I literally didn't do anything besides empty the dishwasher. One day my mom just decided this is her job and she will do this, and that's it.
Yeah, we could do a whole episode on like parents and shit. We probably already have talked about it
We
in
have a million,
pieces.
but I don't think we've talked about chores really. Maybe like touched on it, but not like
Yeah.
deep. But yeah, um, I don't know. Living together will definitely be interesting.
Yeah.
But oh, what
Oh,
I was gonna say also is it would make everything so much easier. Like, we never know what to eat for dinner. Like, did Mark eat before? Should I eat at home? Should we go get something? We don't really make stuff together because it's like not our kitchen, like it's our parents' kitchen. I don't know if that's weird, but I don't know. My mom
hmm
doesn't want me to mess up her kitchen, and plus they're usually in the kitchen cooking stuff. Like it's a small kitchen, or like they're usually doing stuff in the kitchen, whatever. So it's not like we're gonna go to the store and buy like a whole bunch of food and then cook in the kitchen. Like I really look forward to that, like cooking together and stuff like that. Like my parents are like, "What are you gonna do when you move out? Like you're gonna go out to eat every day?" Like no, I just go out to eat now because like I'm not just gonna. One, my mom buys my groceries right now, so I take advantage of that. I'm not gonna go buy a bunch of chicken and broccoli or whatever that's like Mark's favorite food to
hmm
go cook for us. Um, so I feel like eating. I feel like that's why we like eat out all the time, which we don't as often anymore. Um, I think because Mark's like home throughout the day, so he'll eat something and I'll just eat like when I get home with my
Yeah, you
parents
save a
or
lot of money
whatever.
that way.
Um, but I definitely still buy my fair share of like food like during work and stuff or on my way home from work sometimes because there are a lot of nights where my parents are like we're not making anything and I'm like whatever. Um so eating, yes. Um and then like there's so many days where like Mark wants to come over so we can do this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna work out right now, like and like I just you know, I don't want him to just like awkwardly be there while I'm working out. Like it's like, I feel like it's kind of like my
Make it
zen.
seem like I don't exercise.
Well, you haven't worked out with me in a long time, and I understand you don't want to do like girly workouts, but like
Yeah,
it's
but
been like a month at least since we did a workout together, so.
yeah.
And like it's not that I'm like embarrassed of how I look or whatever. Like my mom like thinks it's cuz I'm embarrassed of how I look. Like no, it's like I need to focus. It's like my zen area. Like I am like really going at it, like looking at MadFit, making sure I'm doing the right
Mm.
thing. And like and then my mom comes downstairs to do laundry and she's so noisy and it's just like distracting. Like I'm just trying to this is my space down here.
Mm.
I'm trying like I'm just I don't know. I feel like if you like you know, like the one day you were on the phone with Zach and I was working out, like that was fine. Maybe if you like sat down here and had your little computer, like that'd be fine. I just don't want, I feel like I'm like doing all this stuff and then you're like waiting for me to be done. Like I like to
I
just
don't.
like,
I don't wait for you,
I don't
dude.
know.
I got more than enough stuff to fucking
Anyways,
do.
no, I mean when you're at my house. I mean when you're at
No,
my house.
I mean this is a good segue back into a point that I was thinking about, and then we moved on from it. You said that like the whole missing each other thing, like we can go a couple days and maybe not miss each other, and obviously it depends on certain circumstances, right? Like there's certain times where you miss each other more just because of like whatever the scenario is, or you haven't seen each other in a while or whatever. But like I'm gonna be 100% honest, like I could go probably, I don't know, like a few days, like without seeing you. Not because like I don't miss you, or I don't love you or anything. It's like just because like
What do you
I'm
mean a
just
few days? It's
I'm
already
so
been like 4.
I'm so zoned in on what I'm fucking doing here. It's like, you know,
What do you, okay, so you say, so how many days is a few?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that I would like to. I'm just saying
It's already been like 4 days, so how many days is a few?
I don't know, 7.
Okay. 7? That's not a few, that's a week. That's
I
not
don't
a
know.
few, that's a week.
I don't know. I could probably do it. I could probably go that long just because, like I said, it's not because I don't want to see you or I don't miss you. It's just I'm so fucking busy. So it's got a lot trying to put into it.
Well,
However, that being said, though, if we were together, then obviously that's totally different.
I feel like there's a difference between I miss you, like when you think of me, you miss me and like you wish you could be with me, and then there's like I miss you that it's like you like I don't know if it's like a girl thing, but you like really miss someone you could like feel in your stomach. It's like I miss you. Like it's like you really miss them.
Oh yeah, definitely feel that
Like
sometimes.
it like makes you want to cry a little bit.
Yeah, but
I
you
feel
don't
like
you
there's a
don't get
difference
that
between
just from like 2 seconds though.
sometimes I do.
Occasionally, yeah. It's like a
Sometimes
really
you
good
leave
day or
and I'm
some
like,
shit.
don't leave.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Sometimes when you leave, I'm like, this is just terrible.
yeah. That's a struggle. Um, but I don't know. Hopefully that all gets solved and sorted out here. Absolute maximum a year and a half or less, but hopefully much less than that. Um, but yeah. I don't know if you
We're
have.
not. I'm
Go,
also moving out with my cat,
yeah.
which I constantly forget about. Like when I think about us moving out, I just think about us moving out. I forget, like, oh my god,
I've never taken care of a
my
cat, so you can
cat.
take care of her.
She's old.
She's
Mark
old.
will probably kill her.
What am I, a cat killer?
He secretly really likes her. I don't know if he wants to live with her, but he's starting to like her a little bit as like my pet here.
I mean, if she scratches me, she's gonna get kicked right in the
Well,
ribs. Right in the ribs.
I honestly kind of feel bad. Sometimes she eats too much food and she throws up. I was exercising her the other day and she let out a little poop turd because she
Wow.
gets constipated. It's not her fault. She gets constipated. So sometimes
Jeez.
you find these little turds are like this big. And
Yeah.
she finally pooped.
Yeah. Not what the
Sorry, that's kind of,
not what the viewers clicked on this episode for by any means.
that might be too much. Oh, I was thinking about this. This is like a side note. I was thinking about this on my drive home today. Oh no. No, whenever I sent Mark this TikTok earlier and it was like about poop, and I was like, what if we talked about like I'm really I should put this on I think I should put this on Instagram. Like, do you and your significant others like fart in front of each other, or do you talk about poop? Because this girl on TikTok was so freaked out about how if she can't Well, it was like this guy that she like just started dating. Like if you're just starting to date a guy and you like have to like she said she had Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. It's like bad. Like she has to go. She's like, what should she do? And people were commenting on it and they were like, this one time I told my boyfriend that I had to go pick up my brother and went home, pooped, and then came back.
Jesus.
I just feel like I do. We won't get into this like hardcore. Like I definitely
We're
think this
pretty
is
deep already.
interesting. So I do remember like my first boyfriend. Um, we weren't like dating for that long, and I was like in his bathroom, go like pooping, and I just remember like being like sweaty and hot. Like I was so nervous because I was like pooping in his toilet. Um,
Yeah,
well,
we'll have to dedicate a whole episode to this.
I do think at first it's like definitely awkward, but for me it's like I just go wherever I have to go.
Yeah. Yeah, right
I
in the
don't
middle
know.
of a right in the middle of a
I definitely
restaurant.
think it's awkward at first, but I'm pretty sure pretty early on Mark and I started talking about pooping and farting. Like, um, I couldn't date someone that you don't talk about that. My stepdad,
Uh,
like, I live with him and he like won't let us fart around him. He doesn't fart around us. But apparently he does it with my mom, but not me. So he like goes in his room and farts.
Jesus.
Oh shit.
Mm.
I'm giving out his information.
You're ratting on him. All right, let's pull this back in, maybe.
Yeah, let's pull
Yeah,
it.
let's
Yeah,
get this
let's
back
pull
to
it back
something
in.
that's
Sorry.
not fucking poop. Um, uh, I don't know if you have more to talk about the situation currently, but maybe I think we should talk about, and it would be nice to get some input from other people that have done this before, but like maybe we should get some thoughts and brainstorm a little bit on what we want to do, um, in the next year and a half, like things that I know we do talk about these things because we're going through them, but like maybe from a point of like even things that we're doing now that we have to do now that are like, just basically forced upon us in a way, and then maybe things that will change, um, and things that'll get better, right? Just from being closer together more often. Um, I don't know. I can think of a handful of things that I'm very excited to change once it gets to that point. But I don't know. Do you have any thoughts?
Can you say your stuff first?
Okay. Um, I mean, I'm excited to not have to be. I'm excited to be basically the not the person in charge, because I think you might do more. You might do more of the shopping, but to be like
Shopper.
not like shopper, but like a decider on what comes into the house. So like we're not having like junk food and shit like always around, just because I think that's fucking dumb. Um, that's one big one. Um, I don't know, just like other things like, you know, like obviously there's going to be things that you have to do. If you have a house, you got to, do landscaping work and all that sort of stuff. You got to clean the house, clean the apartment, or whatever the case may be. But I just think about this often. Like I am so easily accessible right now from my parents. And I'm not saying my parents don't do a lot for me. They do. They provide a lot for me. I'm very grateful for them throughout my entire life. But like, what I'm saying? It's like I can't tell you how many things that I just do randomly for them that they just ask me for. I don't feel like I ask a lot of people to do shit for me. And like I don't, I don't, I'm anxious to see how that changes. Hopefully it does change, because I'm not excited to like order. I can't tell you how many times like I order like Amazon shit for them and stuff like that, that's not a big deal. But like, I'm just saying, like, it's every day. It's like something like that. It's like, can we just let me fucking work? You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel. Maybe that's a hot take on it, but I'm excited for
Well,
those things to hopefully change a little bit.
you're always outside doing something. Doing something.
What?
They're always asking you to do stuff like outside or in the garage or blah blah blah. I'm not saying that's
I
bad, but
I don't know if
literally
I don't know if that's true.
uh,
I mean, I
maybe,
have to cut grass right now, and it doesn't help that my dad is, has like a
oh,
cast on his
well,
foot and stuff.
yeah. Well, no,
But
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying like going back to like the chores or whatever, like your mom writes you a list and says you have to get all this done. Normally it's like for parties and stuff,
yeah,
but sometimes she just wants you to get stuff done. And like for
yeah,
me, it's like, I mean, I used to like not even clean my own room. It's
that's
horrible.
ridiculous.
I feel I feel like if I had um chores and stuff, maybe I would have cleaned my room. Well, oh, my room is nice and clean now, and um this is more of another topic, but we were talking about it because we have to like um my parents want to sell our house soon and we have to like clean out the house and blah blah blah. Just a bunch of craziness. And my mom said, well, we're talking about every like thing of area that we have to move stuff out of. And my mom's like, well, your room is clean now.
Mm, nice.
And her room is clean now only because she had to like clean stuff out of it in order to put more furniture in. But anyways,
I hate furniture.
100% hold on, let me say this before I say the other things. I'll forget to say it. My mom always says like I'm not gonna clean up after myself in my own apartment because
Yeah, you
I
will.
don't clean up after myself
You're
now,
gonna
but
be
I
out
feel
on
like
your
because it's
ass.
gonna be mine and it's like my area, I'm really gonna work hard to make sure it looks nice and like, um, like decorations, like not a lot of decorations, but like little decorations and like nice couch and just make sure it's clean. And I feel like the vibe these days is like white and black. Like I see a lot of like white, black. That's what
I think the vibe's red and black, bro.
well, we're not gonna have our couch like a red couch. I don't want a white couch. I mean, like what I mean by white and black,
Yeah, I
like
know what you
a
mean.
lot of the places, like the white is the wall, not the white. The wall is black, and then like there's black furniture and stuff. Um, and I'm excited um for the food situation for sure. Like, um, my parents act like they like don't eat that bad, but then like and for me it's honestly I don't care about eating like pasta for dinner. Like that doesn't like bother me. I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't eat this pasta. But I can't eat like a big bowl of pasta or like a burger and fries and then like go do a workout. So when I come home from work I want to eat something that's like not horrible for you and then go work out, because honestly I've worked out. It's possible to work out after you eat trashy food, but it's not fun.
Yeah.
um like tomorrow I'm gonna eat, I decided I'll take the pasta for lunch, and then like eat something better for dinner. Honestly, and then I was thinking in my head, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't even do that. And then I'm like, I'm not gonna beat myself up for eating some pasta. I don't know. It's just but I feel like um I don't know, and then sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, like I'm gonna add cooking into my schedule too. Like that's a lot of that's more time I'm gonna need.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things you got to do, but
But I think it's a good idea to meal prep on the weekends. You can like freeze your food in the freezer.
yeah, if you only eat one
I
meal a
don't
day,
know.
though, that's very limited time.
I still don't pay my own phone bill. I'm 23.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
bad?
actually funny because I used to, and now I don't anymore.
You don't pay your phone bill anymore?
Nah, my mom's been taking care of that for a long time. It's like $50.
How's that gonna work when we move in together? Because we're on like different things.
I don't know. I don't really I was, no, I can't say that. I was I don't really get the idea of staying on your parents' phone plan. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. I would not want to do that. So,
But I have like AT&T and you have Verizon. That's the only
well, I
thing.
mean, nothing's kind of set in stone. You could just change it. I'm sure you can take the number from someone somewhere else and just bring it on. So, but yeah, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. That's definitely not going to be that crazy. I don't think. It's going to cost money, obviously. It's just, and that's another thing that we have yet to do is get our expenses in order. I started a spreadsheet, but there's a lot of stuff that you need to basically run the numbers on.
I'm just excited for us to be together and still do our own thing. And it's just going to be so fun. Like, look at how our friends, Ben and Savannah, like recently moved in together. Like, I don't know. It's been less than a year, so it's like still new. And it just looks like they're having so much fun.
Yeah.
But
Whoa.
it's not all fun and games. I'm sure it's going to be rough. Like, sure it's going to be rough. But
maybe, I don't know.
I
I don't
want
see
to
how it could be
say,
that rough, but
I do want to say relationships.
as long as you don't turn into Jada Pinkett Smith.
Who's that?
What?
Ew, what the heck is on my hand? Sorry. There's something on my hand that freaks me out. I just feel like on the outside, our relationship probably looks like rainbows and butterflies. But we still... Why are you making a face?
I'm wondering where you're going.
No, but we still have tough conversations.
Yeah, I think anybody
like
has tough conversations. I
else.
actually think you're in worse shape if you don't have tough conversations.
We
don't fight though. We don't fight though. I mean, like, I don't know if we've ever fought, but like, that's not, when I say fight though, so I read that somewhere, like some sort of Facebook post or some shit is like, don't normalize, like, I don't know, fighting or something like that. Like, you can obviously have like an in-depth conversation that looks like a fight in a sense, but like, I mean, it's all semantics, I guess. But what I'm saying is, like, there's fighting and then there's like being passionate about, a disagreement that you're having. Yeah. And like fighting is like I feel like when you fight, you don't actually want to resolve anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's not good.
I feel like people are always like, we fight all the time, like every normal couple.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And I feel like there's probably only been like, there was one big time where it was a fight. Like, it was a fight. It was bad.
I don't even remember it.
And now I think back on it and I'm like, oh my God, why was I why? I haven't even thought about it since.
I don't remember
I don't even care about what the topic was.
We need to have a whole episode on my memory too, because there's something fucking wrong with me.
I thought about it the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I was like that. I cared so much about that, whatever. Like, ew.
I don't remember.
See, and he just forgets. I'll be like,
I don't care.
Do you remember that time you one time he told me my priorities weren't straight because I asked him if we could stay over my friend's house after a wedding. It was like after a wedding and he had to work at his family restaurant the one day, and it was before like he would ever skip out on working at the restaurant. Like, he would always be at the restaurant. He would never skip. And I asked him if my friend already like got married, but she was having like a get together at her house, like, like she already had like the actual wedding, so like she had family over her house, not like they went anywhere after the it was just like a ceremony for like her friends and family. And I asked, like, because we were going to be like drinking or whatever, we were going to be there late, I don't know. And like, I guess this was before like we just thought like Mark could like drive us home later, whatever. And he's like, Amanda, you want me to stay over her house when I work the next day? Like, you need to get your priorities straight. And I'm like, it's my friend's wedding.
I don't even remember that. I
Oh
mean,
my
well,
gosh,
no,
it
I
was,
think I
and it
remember it.
was
I
so
remember it.
hurtful. It was so hurtful.
I
So
mean,
anyways, I like remember stuff. I remember like, do you remember like 2 years ago when you did this, or when you called me a bitch in front of our friends? When you said I was being bitchy in front of our friends? I saw this thing on
I don't see
Facebook
a
that was
problem with
like,
that.
I was on my period. Don't call me bitchy. I saw this thing on Facebook and it was like, when you cry over random things when you're pregnant. And I was like, I cry over random things now. And someone commented on it and said, like, I forget which girl it was, but they were like, Jason called me a bitch. Oh, it was, his name is Jason. I don't want to use people's names. Sorry.
Jeez.
But they were like, Jason called me a bitch. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God, Jason.
and I was like, I get mad at that in general. Well, I guess I don't cry.
Yeah.
But anyways, I get mad at stupid stuff like that in general.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
anyways, going back to the topic, but very off topic here. But I feel like fighting, as they call it, people act like we'll fight a lot when we move in together. I don't know. We definitely got into it when we went on vacation, but I feel like that was a different story.
Yeah, it's a fucking masseuse.
Mark Mark doesn't vacation very well. He doesn't
I
like
might
to
now.
He doesn't. No, you won't. No, you will
Yeah,
not.
maybe not.
You're okay with not seeing me for a week because you're gonna work so hard. Then you're gonna say you're gonna go on vacation.
If I start making some money, I might be.
So I'll tell this quick story about our little vacation fight.
Hmm.
But like I said, I don't know if like, because I was on vacation. I don't know if when we move in together if we'll get into stuff like that. But I remember looking at him in the face and just like, I never felt that like anger towards him. Like, I think I was like, I don't like you.
Jesus.
I was so angry. So, but it's so hilarious. I tell the story to like my coworkers all the time and they like die laughing.
People must
This
really get
one,
annoyed with how much you talk about me.
no, they think we're so funny. Why? They listen to this. Oh, they
Jesus.
listen to this. So obviously they think we're really funny. So, so we went to get a massage. We scheduled it. It was really expensive. It was like $300.
It was
Very expensive.
what was it? 300. It was $300 because I was an asshole.
Oh, so maybe it was like
I think.
$200.
Yeah.
Whatever. I offered to pay for it, and I know it's a lot of money, but you know, we were on a cruise ship, and I wanted to get a couples massage, like a once in a lifetime type thing, whatever. So we get the massage, and it was painful, and I guess it was because it was a Swedish massage, which I thought we were just getting a regular massage, but they said a Swedish massage um is the type of massage that you get when you like, you know, work out all the time or you're like athletic or whatever, which would probably be nice right now because I'm always super sore. But before, they would be like, what do you do for your hobbies? And I'd be like, I watch TV. And they're like, well, that's why. They literally asked me that. And they're like, well, that's why this is hurting you so much. You would think, I'm still confused of like why we got a Swedish massage that was like a deep tissue massage. I don't know if our Mark like picked it out. Like, I don't know if he just picked the wrong one and we didn't realize it, but it was really painful the whole time. And I'm not gonna lie, it's awkward. It's really awkward when you're like laying there and then like someone's like all rubbing up on your like guy and like in my head, the only thing I could think about was if you had like a boner. Like
Oh my God.
it just freaked
Nah,
it
that
just
didn't
freaked
happen.
me out that someone else was all over there all touching you. Ew.
I mean,
And
yeah, I don't know.
I feel like as a girl, we're like constantly wondering like if guys have boners because we like don't understand what it's like to have a boner.
What? Where have we gone? Where have we gone? I'm not going to know how to title this or write the description for this.
So just say Amanda goes on a tangent.
Yeah.
So then at the end of the massage, they leave. And Mark says to me, don't let them upsell you. They're going to try to get you to buy something. Don't let them do it. So they come back in and they sit down and they're talking to Mark and about the lotion, this $100 lotion. I don't think I knew how much it was. Like they said the price at the end or whatever. And Mark is like a very nice guy. Like he's very nice. Like I feel like he always acts like he's interested. And he's often all interested, nice, whatever. And then he's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll buy it. And
there was three options. I took the middle one. There's three options. Nothing, the middle one, and then like some sort of other crazy ass thing. And I was
should
like,
have just said no.
I know.
So he buys this lotion, right? Okay, he buys this lotion. I should have saved this for like another. I shouldn't have done this.
Well, it's so dug in deep here that people aren't even gonna. Oh my God, they're gonna be gone. I'm just kidding.
So he buys this lotion, and we leave, and he like starts walking all fast in front of me, and he's like, "We should never get a $300 massage, Amanda. This is ridiculous. We could get this at home." He's like, "We're never doing this again." And I'm just like, I think I said to him when we left, like the first thing I said is like, "Why did you buy that lotion?" And he's like, "I can't." He's like, "I don't want to talk about it. I can't talk about it." He's like, and he's like blaming it on me. He's like, "It's your fault that we even did this." He's like so angry with me, like so mad. And then he goes into the room and he has to take a shower to wash the lotion that the girls put on his body. So he's in the shower washing. I don't know, but he was so mad. Like he was so pissed at me when he bought the lotion, and I was so upset. Like, are you seriously this mad at me? Like you just bought this lotion. So I like went out and looked out at the ocean, and it was like this dramatic moment. And I just remember thinking like this is the part they're laughing at. I just remember thinking like I was like, what if I just jumped overboard, like being all dramatic? And I would just remember thinking like I couldn't talk to any of my family either. Like we don't have service on the cruise ship. So like I just wish I could have like, you know, when you're angry like that, you wish you could just call someone and talk to them about it and tell them what happened, but I can't. I was stuck there with Mark and his family, and and then his sister and her boyfriend come in, and we're like we were like
Jesus.
screaming at each other. Like it was so funny. And then eventually he comes out of the shower and he just says that he wants to save money for our family and our children, that we shouldn't be spending $300 on massages.
I don't remember most of that.
Which was kind of sweet or whatever, but it was just like, anyways. So the whole reason I told that story is because that's the only fight we really got into. I feel like this could be a possible fight. Like if we're at home and you're always working and I just want to like hang out with you and you'll be
yeah.
I'm working, that's definitely going to be a fight.
Oh yeah. Well,
you work while I'm at work.
No.
And when I'm working out. When I come home, I want to come home to you.
Oh God, that's going to suck. Oh, dear God. What?
That was horrible to say.
I mean, it was a little dramatized, but
I'll go watch like my shows and stuff. Between working out and like watching some
I mean,
shows,
I don't want this to go on much longer, this
I
episode,
feel like
because I think we need to wrap it up at some point because I need to do it. But like I need to produce it. Um but like I mean, that's an interesting point. We should have hit on that more, is like that'll be interesting because like what is the reality of our future going to be? Like I don't think that we think the same yet in terms of next steps. Like I don't think that I don't know if you can't you don't grasp it because you haven't been like exposed to it or influenced by anything or whatever. Like I'll explain what I mean is like that I told you this either last just talking to you or a podcast or something, and I said that the next 5 years are going to be way worse than the following 10 because like if I continue to do what I'm doing, that is how it works. Is you work really, really fucking hard for a a short period of time per se, and then you continue to work, but at that point, like there's a curve, and you just start to ride the curve upward. If you're doing it right, if you're putting in the work and stuff like that. And I don't know if you fully grasp like how much work in order to get to that type of a point where you can the rest of your life is much better than anybody else's because you put in the work up front. It's just like investing in a Roth IRA. I know you understand that curve. It's like you put the money in now, you invest it, and then it shoots up because of compound interest. Well, life is kind of the same way. So like, I don't know, I mean, it relates exactly to what you just said there. It's like you say, oh, you want to go to work, you want to come home. I get that. That's what you're doing. You want to work. But like at the same time, like I literally what I'm doing now is I'm working until like 3 a.m. I'm waking up at like 10 a.m. and I'm doing it again. And I don't give a shit what day it is. You know, obviously I play hockey in there and stuff like that, and I hang out with you. But that'll be real interesting when we get together to see how the perspectives combine together. Because
I go to bed at like 10:30.
well, I'm not really a fan of the 3 o'clock thing. It's just happened somehow in the past 2 weeks. But you know, so I don't know. It'll be interesting. I don't know what your thoughts are on that,
Well,
but
I think we'll get our own schedule when we're together.
yeah. But so I don't know.
And what we've always said is we want to do our own thing, but in the same area.
Yeah.
It's like it's not like we always have to be up each other's butts like in the house, but I'm sure there are times where we do spend a little time together, you know.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I know it's going to be good. It's just obviously going to be different than it is now, and we'll figure it out. I have no doubts. So, do you have any final remarks or different things to leave our audience with? Our first Zoom episode on AM and the PM.
No, I'm sorry we got a little bit off topic, but I think originally the topics had to do with the topic of living together, you know.
Yep.
How are you if you're afraid to like poop and fart in front of your significant other, how are you gonna live with them? Not that you have to poop in front of them, but
Yeah,
like you
right
know
in
what I
front of them.
mean.
In
If
the
you're
kitchen.
worried, you're gonna be worried about the bathroom smelling or something. Get some spray. Mark's family doesn't keep spray in their house. I think that's weird. You need some spray for the bathroom. And yeah, I mean, communication is key, and I feel like that is why a lot of people fight or whatever they call it. I feel like people just get angry and they don't communicate and talk it out. Like, Mark will be so tired of listening to me talk, and I will still continue to tell him how I feel because if I don't, it just sits in my soul and I have to say it. So
Yeah.
hopefully that will benefit us when we move in together as well. It's going to be very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it
Also
will.
with a cat, which I still always forget about.
Yeah.
Mark with a cat 24/7. Oh my gosh, and she's going to be there when you're working.
I shut the fucking door, dude.
Oh my god.
What?
How she's not going to be able to go. You need to block that office off. She can't go in there.
Yeah.
She eats wires.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat her.
And it's not like we could have like her room is like my bedroom right now. It's going to be your bedroom too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fix all that.
But she needs to be comfortable. She's an old cat moving into a new home. We need
Yeah.
to make sure she's comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Side note, I cried the one day thinking about my cats having to separate because I have a cat, my mom has a cat, and honestly, my cat doesn't care about her cat at all. But I cried thinking about my other cat missing my cat Minnie when she leaves. This was like months ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
All
something to
right.
think about.
All right. Well, that's good. We're gonna wrap it up here. Um, I think that was very all over the place, but still good information nonetheless. I think we're, it was an interesting week for both of us. So we are happy that we could get something going here, and we're very excited. I know that I am. I'm sure that Amanda is as well, to really start to push this stuff in the new direction here. And with the video feed, the actual video component of this now, I think it's a lot more enjoyable. Obviously, this one's remote, so it's a little different. But at the same time, though, we're excited. We're committed to this, and we're very soon going to have guest couples. So it's not just going to be us. We'll be able to talk about other perspectives and stuff like that of couples that are in different positions in their relationships than we are. And, I think it's going to be great. So, yeah. But that's pretty much all we got for this one. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much. As always, we appreciate it. And we will talk to you guys in the next one.